And I watched the camera go out just as I started to switch over. Hi, everybody. We're back with more Powerwash Simulator 2. Starting a bit late, so we're going to get right into it. Well, no, we got to do the first things first. There's the squeaks, and there's the bubbles, and there's the Ulysses. Now, okay, so for those of you who don't understand the title of this stream or YouTube video, didn't watch my last episode of this, the mayor threatened to take my cat away. And now the fact that the cat is present with me constantly, little Ulysses here, I'm worried that they're just gonna they're gonna get kidnapped. They better not kidnap my cat. Is it only a teapot tea room I have? Start washing. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna get started, and then the lore will, of course, happen all over again. Alrighty. Isn't it astonishing how the universe works? We've just finished our annual Carmack mud-flinging workshop, and we're looking at our wonderful tea room covered top to bottom when my system asked if it would ever be cleaned again. Okay, and I just completely messed up, and the camera died. Come on. I laughed and said, "Of course it will," and at that exact moment, a flyer for a power washing company blew into our courtyard and stuck itself to the wall. Whilst the mud made that one unreadable, it reminded me that we'd already had your number from Harper, who had a great time at our workshop. Oh, Harper. Alrighty. Little teacups. Okay. Oh no. There's a gnome. Are the gnomes multiplying? We're just also concerned about the gnomes. So that's two. Oh no, I see one on top already. How many gnomes are there? There's three. I know there's at least four. We're just gonna get the gnomes, and then we'll find the cats. It's like, oh, don't need to climb that way. I can do this way now. Any more? There's the fifth one. How many gnomes? Also, I just heard someone move around inside the teapot. Ambient sounds. Oh no, don't fall. Oh, no, that works. Inside it all? Yeah, because, like, you guys... I'm not going insane. You guys can hear that, too. Oh, found another gnome. Looks, what, 6? Hi, guys. I'll be back to pet you in a second. I just gotta make the gnome congregation happen. I don't know if there's an achievement for this or not. I'm just doing it. Bubbles. There's the Squeak. And there's Ulysses. I think that's all of them, folks. There's like one at the very top. It's a very pretty setting. Okay. What am I doing? Don't know if you've ever tried karmic mud flinging. Hey, Libs, welcome on in. It's quite amazing. First, you think of anyone who has ever wronged you. Then you pick up a big dollop of mud and fling it whilst uttering what we call the expletives of forgiveness. You just swear and throw mud at your house? That's fantastic. Does sound like a. I will say, Libs, they've kind of overdid it with the number of gnomes on this board. So many gnomes. Also, the dillweed mare from the first game is back and is now threatening to steal my cat. So we may have to burn the mare's house down. Big ding. Are these wooden? It's nice. Look at this table. And I'll switch back to a power washer actually used for non-flat surfaces to do the chairs. It does kind of look like a metal detector, but I love it. Because literally, it's so good for just running over flat surfaces. It solves all problems of like tedious floors and ceilings. This house, it is a tea. It's a tea shop. It's a tea shop shaped like a teapot, where apparently they have karmic mud flinging. There we go. Oh, come on, camera. And then back up. Let's see. What's fun happened to me today? Oh, God, this fucking camera. I applied for a scam job today. Didn't realize it. The job was a part-time job that was a set $250 per week, is what the advertisement said. I'm like, that's not a lot, but it's more than $0 per week, so sure. I'll apply for that for a part-time job. Looks like a 4-hour shift, Monday through Friday. And then as soon as I applied, I got a notification from the actual company that said, by the way, by continuing this application, you recognize it is a commission-only service. So apparently that $250 a week is not even guaranteed. I only get commissions off of how many trucks I can help mitigate and manage in the dispatching. I'm like, alright. Fuck you. I'm going to envy you. The job market is awful right now. I'm already scared of what happens if my project ends in a year. Heck, all I can say is A, save up a nest egg as much as you can, and then B, make as many contacts as you can. Because if other projects come your way, that's a fantastic way to do it. There's the ding. I believe all chairs are set. Okay. I need to learn how to code. I need to start like doing those, even if it is just bare basic, the free app shenanigans. Oh, come on, really? Camera, I need you to function for longer than 5 seconds. Not saying the job market for coding is, and well, I mean, it is better than standard customer service data entry that I've been looking for, but I'm not saying it's going to be easier, but I need to do what I can to expand out my skill set. But how's everyone else doing? Yes and no. The tech sector is getting hit hard. Massive layoffs. Oh, perfect. I'm just gonna become one of those AI dude bros, where I use AI for everything, and then freak out when other people steal my prompts, saying that it's theft of my art. Which is an actual thing that happened. Some AI do-bro artist went on a fucking rant on Twitter because apparently some other AI artist figured out the same kind of prompts he was using to get AI art and started copying him, and he accused them of stealing his art, which is ridiculous. So props to, I think DragonCon did it. I think Dragonsteel may have done it as well at their cons. But I've seen a lot of things now of cons where if they catch you selling AI art, they will kick you out and then at your booth put up a sign saying this person was accused of using AI art. Still dirty. Yep. Always check your undercarriage, folks. Did I turn on my heater? I did turn on my heater, okay. We are sadly at the era now where I'm the season where I gotta make sure I have a heater on, and as soon as stream is over, god damn it, you stupid fucking camera. I will burn you. I will soak your circuit boards in acid. Oh, Libs, I finally watched the Acquisitions Inc. Daggerheart recorded special. Seen that? Yeah, honestly, it's a bubble. All these companies dropping billions in air aren't going to get a return on their investment. It's like 3 companies passing money. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I watched the Ack Inc. Daggerheart thing with Matt Mercer as Brody. Or Bode. Not Bode, Brody. It was hilarious. I am behind on Critical Role. Green Flame! God. I remember the OG Green Flame. I am behind on Critical Role. I'm watching the latest episode tonight after stream, as I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet. But yeah, I'm excited for more Ack Inc. Daggerheart. Daggerheart's a fun system. Plus, there's the really sweet things. Like, so, for those of you who don't know, Daggerheart uses a deck system for powers. You have a deck of cards that have a little bit of artwork on it, a description of the power, and then you gain those cards over time with your character. One of the decks, I believe it's called the Tome deck, I'm not 100% sure. I don't actually own the game. And it's been a while since I did the playtest, is basically just collection, like a small handful of magic spells all in a single card. One of those cards is the Book of Ronin. For those of you who are playing along at home and don't know this, Ronin is the name of Laura and Travis's son, and the artwork on the Book of Ronin shows a knight that looks suspiciously like the actual real-life Ronin. He got a card from in his parents' RPG game, and that is just so fantastic. Plus, there are little references throughout the cards that are great. I used to be better about this because I saw them when they first came out, but they're like, I think the Revivify card is Pike Trickfoot from Legend of Vox Machina, or at least a generic IP-less free, definitely not using a D&D IP, Pike Trickfoot. I'll be the first to admit Daggerheart has some problems, and there are some parts that are just a bit too fiddly. But I'm happy to see that it's so successful and that they're going to keep on running with it. I'm happy to see the Kickstarter happening next year. Hell, there's going to be a Warlock class, so I'm doubly happy for that. Which I will say, because I checked out the playtest of the document they had for the Warlock, the Dread deck of cards that deal with, like, they get more powerful the more fear the DM has, is a fantastic idea, and I will love to see that mechanic happen. Because, like, you're incentivized to make the world a little bit worse, because it makes you stronger. And Brutus agrees. Got a free pack of cards from various critical during the best things. I gotta dig that out and go through. Nice! Okay. On freebies, gotta love them. I would love to go to a convention, but they're so expensive. It's not even funny. And B, that's a lot of walking and standing that I don't know if I can do. And I know I could probably get like a mobility scooter or something like that, but part of me doesn't want to just be that fat guy riding around a mobility scooter, which I know is a bad stereotype that I shouldn't be putting on myself or others. But man, that mental image hurts me still. But yeah, no, cons are amazing. I would love to go to Dragonsteel. The Dragonsteel World Hoppers Ball, which for those of you who don't know, I've talked about it before on the channel. Dragonsteel Nexus is the Brandon Sanderson convention. It is devoted to the Cosmere and Brandon Sanderson's work. And the World Hoppers Ball is an actual ball set on one of the Cosmere worlds. They've done 2 of them so far. Last year was Stormlight Archive, and this year was Mistborn. And all of the videos on my For You page of everyone like walking into a Scadrial ball and the stained glass windows and people wearing mist cloaks and dressing in fancy dress, it just it looks so fantastic. I would love to do it. My guess for next year is going to be Warbreaker. I don't know how they're going to handle it, considering, but hey, Wishy, here you're down with the Tea of Tranquility today. I am. How's it looking? Wasn't so tranquil there yesterday, I can tell you. Yeah, Harper, you're making my job harder and giving me more money, but making my job harder. In fact, it got downright feisty. That it? Okay, that's it. But yes, so Warbreaker, the world of Nalthis for in the Cosmere is a world of color, and I think it would look fantastic. But the problem is, one of the ways investiture or magic works on Nalthis is that people come back from the dead as returned, and they become like 8-foot tall Adonises, like the perfect idealized person. I don't know if they would have I'm sure they could find people to do it, but yeah, it'd be fun to try to watch them do that. But yeah, like I think a Nalthis World Hopper Ball would be fantastic, being all like colors and the riot of colors and everything like that. The other option is probably going to be Elantris, which is his first novel. But yeah, doing the Scadrial World Hoppers Ball this year is a great jump off because the Cosmere RPG is doing Mistborn as its next release. So we get to see people jumping through the mist. Love to go to a Star Wars celebration at some point that involves air. Yeah. Like, honestly, the con passes themselves generally are terrible. It's the hotel. Yeah, the hotel, absolutely. It'd be almost cheaper to rent an RV. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Some family and friends actually did that because their daughter needed to look at college in summer, and they decided it was safer that way. Apparently, driving the thing was an adventure. I have heard. I just realized there are 6 chairs and 6 gnomes. Okay. This is clearly the most important thing I can be doing my time right now. What the hell? Come on. Okay, one more. I don't know if there's an achievement for this or not, but this is what we're doing. Honestly, my big thing about Dragonsteel that I'm super sad about is the amount of oh, hey, there's an achievement. Tea time. Every gnome each has a seat. Nice. You are staying there. That is fantastic. So A, you did just get an achievement, but B, more importantly, yeah, what the biggest thing I'm sad about for Dragonsteel is all the con exclusive, because there's some amazing things, like in Stormlight, there's something called oh my god, my brain just went away. Soulcraft. And it's basically it's a gem thing that you can put on your hand, and it's made with like chains and like covered in gems. And it's a good little just like fascinator piece. In the universe, you can use it to transmute one object to another. But they had a con exclusive last year of like selling kits and how to make your own. That I don't think ever showed up anywhere else. I do gotta start setting up warnings on these streams for Clock will talk entirely too long about the Cosmere. No worries. I mean, a good chunk of why I do the Powerwash streams, not the fact that I'm now obsessed with all the lore, is that they're good for just having on in the background. If you want to just sit there and listen to me talk to myself and putter around, also, apparently Alex Brightman is making music now. I just got a notification from YouTube Music about it. And if I remember correctly, Alex Brightman is the Beetlejuice guy who did Beetlejuice on Broadway. I don't know if she does. I'm gonna look into it after stream to make sure it's not like YouTube yelling or like doing something stupid like because here, hold on, is it even called? I think it just hit me what this is. No, I thought it was the name of a Beetlejuice song, possibly it was one of those things of just like a new video hit, but no, it looks like a new song. I'm gonna research it after this and then. As long as it's not me completely misunderstanding who this person is, I will send it to her. Yeah, the ambient noises are freaking me out a bit. You can hear like people rattling around inside the teapot. It's like I get why you're doing it, but it's not what I expect from a Powerwash game. Oh, sorry. Because we're back to, Joe talking about Cosmere again, because that's where my brain's going. One thing I found out that's actually kind of interesting is that there are currently 2 eras of Mistborn that are out. There's the Victorian era of the original game, or the original series, and then the Wild West era of Era 2. Apparently, the adventure that's going to be written for the Cosmere RPG covers both. It starts in Era 1, and you go from level 1 to level 6, and then it jumps to Era 2, and you start new characters at level 3, and go from 3 to 9. So the stories are interconnected, it's just 2 separate characters working on the same problem, essentially. Hold on a second. These are individual pieces, I've just been not dinging them. There we go. They did. In universe, they're basically the whole plot of Mistborn in general is what if the hero of ages, the Luke Skywalker of it all, goes to fight the bad guy, defeat the evil thing, and then is just a terrible person afterwards. The Lord Ruler 1,000 years ago fought the Deepness, like this giant monster that is at the depths of the world because the prophecy said that he had to, and then just took over and unified everything into the final empire. And that's where that's where people have been living. So like, technically, technology's a bit weird because there's like pocket watches, but there's no guns because guns would be too easy for people, the lay people to have, and to have some kind of power. So it's very Renaissance Victorian era-esque, but like certain technology is stunted because again, the Lord Ruler's in control of everything. To be fair, 95% of this was due to the huge fella from the boonies. Oh no. Honestly, you should have seen him. He had the silhouette of a Sasquatch and the karmic footprint of an angry wasp. Harper, are you hanging out with actual Sasquatch? So yeah, the you're the diet hero. You've long basically, and so 1,000 years later, so the whole point of the first trilogy is it's a heist crew that their plan is to overthrow the Lord Ruler. I won't go deep into everything like that in case people listening to these videos want to read it themselves. I highly recommend it. It was the first Cosmere I read. So yeah, and then the second series, the second era, is 300 years later. So without the Lord Ruler suppressing everything, there becomes a huge boom in technology. We have trains, we have guns. It becomes much more solidly like Wild West Victorian era-esque. Well, actually, it's closer to like the 1920s at that point because there are cars as well. So like, roaring 20s versus beleaguered Renaissance of the first era. And then the third era, which is currently being written right now, and the first book of which should come out, I want to say 2027, which is going to kill me, but I've got to wait, is set in like the 60s to 80s. And then we'll deal with some things that are happening then. In the little snippets we've seen of reading so far, we already know there's flying cars already because in the magic system, it's easy to push metal away from, like metal can push against metal. So they have flying cars because it's just super easy for them to have flying cars. But we know from other books and in the greater Cosmere that eventually the people of Mistborn become like one of the big Star Wars level like space nations. That's such a fantastic idea because I think I've said this before, but for those of you who don't know, Mistborn was designed because Brandon Sanderson was getting, not frustrated, but like, he was seeing time and time again things like, 1,000 years ago, this sword was crafted by elven people, and it is now still the epitome of everything. And technology hasn't changed in these 1,000 years. And it just became a thing. He was like, Tolkien does it, everything else does it, where, if you put a warrior from the original War of the Ring next to one of the Fellowship, they would be functionally the same thing. And thousands of years had passed in that time. Or at least hundreds. So he designed the world of Mistborn to be evolving constantly. To have technology and everything that progress, as well as the interpersonal conflicts, what's happening between the different nations and things like that. So it's something fun to watch. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Hell, I mean, everything. So in one of his recent books, there are characters from two separate Cosmere things, and that book is set in the Space Age era of the Cosmere. So like there are people from like different Cosmere worlds that we already know, and we're looking at them going, oh, this is what they've become. Like, in Stormlight Archive, you can summon up essentially magical power armor if you are deep enough in the magical system. And we get to see someone wearing that essentially as a spacesuit in these later books. And it's a fantastic idea. I love the concept of how the magic changes the technology and vice versa. And this has become another hour of Joe going crazy over the Cosmere. Thank you. This is what you guys tune in for, right? Come on, Bruce. You gotta behave yourself, buddy. Brutus has been having some troubles. Sure my phone's not exploding. Okay. Oh, fun random fact, because again, we're back on Cosmere, because that's where my brain is at the moment. They released in the State of the Cosmere RPG video from Brotherwise. They released artwork of the villains for the Mistborn adventure, and they even stated, "Yes, we understand that we made the villains too hot," and they are pretty hot. We're not gonna lie. There's so much. I'll try this way. We're gonna do this instead. This thing is cutting through the dirt better. But yeah, I signed up for the playtest a couple times now for Mistborn, trying to get my hands on those early access rules. Because I have both my in-person group and at least one online group I could con into running it with me. But unfortunately, I haven't been picked either time, so it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna stop trying. I am slightly obsessed with the Cosmere. Only slightly. Just a scotch. Hey, looks like we got spam. Thank you, Sarabot. What is happening with this nubbin? Like, this thing doesn't want to rest on it. Doesn't want to get it clean. There's the nub. Okay. Carla! Come on in. We are cleaning a teapot. I love this thing. I have mentioned before how much I should not be this excited over a power washer in a game, but this thing is amazing. It's supposed to just be used for like flat surfaces like floors, but it does such a good job of cleaning everything. I keep using it in things it's not supposed to be used for. I think it's better than the previous. Oh, God, give me a second. Camera. It is better than the previous one as long as you can get up close. Because that's the thing. The other ones, like my Trident is still the best so far. I just don't have the Trident in this game yet. But like, as long as you can get within physical contact of the thing, this is currently my best option to clean everything. Because it just cuts through the dirt like crazy. I don't have to keep on going over with it or go super slow. It just, goes a little crazy every time you try to get it to go over a corner. Hey, a new job is available. Aquarageous, I wonder if you're free to wash my shooting gallery at the Wangerloof Carnival. Oh, we're going back to the carnival, folks! I will absolutely wash the shooting gallery. I got an achievement for that once. Back in the first game, the carnival, you could find a shooting gallery, and if you knock down all the signs, you got a... if there isn't a part you can get, are you able to? Yes, absolutely. I have access to all my different power washers. So like I have to lock in with one. But look at that, it's just so good. But yes, I got an achievement in the first game because if you're at one of the carnival things and you find the shooting gallery, you can then shoot down all the targets and get an achievement. How are things going in your world, Carla? There's the ding I'm looking for. And remember, folks, always spray cold water onto a hot pipe because nothing bad can happen with that. Okay, we tried to rent a car again to make some money on delivery apps, but the place we went to didn't let us know. They only had electric cars left. They weren't fully charged. We didn't have that many charging. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, yeah. No, why am I down here? I feel like should be a rule if they rent you electric cars. Yeah, absolutely. Have to find another place. Yeah, sounds like it. But yeah, if you're gonna rent out, especially in a location where there's not that many charging stations, if you're gonna rent out an electric car, it should be fully charged. Like, I could see if it was something like, we just had these come in and we're sorry, this is a one-time thing. But if they're not treating it like oh crap, this was an emergency and we messed up, then yeah, no, that sucks. Hey, there's the big ding up there. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've never actually rented a car, but don't they give it to you with a full tank? You have to bring it back with a full tank? I think so. I mean, I fully admit I've never rented a car either, but I thought that was the case. I don't know about near them, but our house, we didn't have access to many charging stations. The location we went to didn't own a charging station. Oh, gee, like, yeah. That's just shitty all around. Hey, 69%. Harper. Still, what a view, huh? Gotta love working on to that backdrop. With rushless, all snow covered and serene. Yes. As long as you stay snow covered and serene and don't, like, explode into a volcano again. don't want to go. Okay. I get it. I get it. You don't want to behave on that. That's fine. It is the 15th, by the way. If you do celebrate Christmas, we are 10 days away. It always seems weird. Like, I know part of it is self-imposed, but like I don't do like doing anything Christmas things after Thanksgiving. So it's just a short time until Christmas happens. I do gotta find time to watch Muppet Christmas Carol. Christmas Eve is when you guys do that? Apparently, there's a video going around of the voice of Bear from Bear in the Big Blue House with the bear puppet doing it's in the singing of the street corner choir. That's very fair. Three-quarters the way there, folks. Yeah, it keeps on trying to reset itself. So yeah, we can try this for a bit. They've definitely done a lot more with the sound effects in this game than they did with the previous one. That ding. What gets me is that they have the different sounds of the water. Like stone, glass. Like there's different, like there's slightly different sound effects for these things. Like that, they went way harder than they needed to for this game. I gotta listen to my stream elements and stretch my knee and fix the camera because I always have to fix the camera because the camera's a monster. Yeah, they wanted the animation to be just right. Nope, helps if I A, fix the camera again, B, go back to the actual game. I will say I've been seeing so many things on my For You page that are Hallmark movies from the boyfriend's perspective, and it's just like the babe, I'm a bit busy right now because I have to close a deal. It's gonna make us millions, and you're telling me you went home for a weekend and fell in love? Indeed, drama. Actually, I can do this. I think I have to buy them first. But let's do this. Washer, cosmetics. Nope, not cosmetics. Washer equipment. No. No doubt, fall in love with an old. Yeah. My favorite is the two Christmas movie leading ladies who keep running into each other while trying to dodge all the small town Christmas stuff, and they end up together. Alright. Let's grab that. Ooh, turbo nozzle. Well, let's grab the turbo nozzle. I will see that the gay side of my For You page is always going on about it's Christmas time, so you get to watch Kristen Stewart choose the wrong girl again. So apparently there was a Christmas movie with Kristen Stewart, and there's clearly a better choice, but the writers did not think so, and so she chose the wrong person. Happiest season, you fucking love that movie? Okay. I have not seen it, but I have heard things. Yes and no. Like, the ending works thematically, but also, on the other hand, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza. It is hard to say no to Aubrey Plaza. Yes, correct. I don't use soap with the other one. This one just isn't quite cutting through it yet. It doesn't have the same kind of power. But the soap does a fantastic job in this one. I also like how this soap is now evaporating off of where it's already clean, so I don't have to go over it again. Sorry, I just got tranced out. This game does it to me all the time, where I just stop paying attention to anything but the power wash. Come on. Oh, get the game. Hello. There we go. There's a ding, ding. Oh, this lip ball's so dirty. This is also the one benefit of the handheld one versus like the swirly one, is that the swirly one can leave behind spots very easily, and this handheld one is the best at doing that. Okay. We're gonna do this. Come on, you. Go up the stairs. No. Why must you torment me so? Why must you be such a round object and easy to fall off of? Birdie's just having a rough day today. So that dinged. We're good on that. Come on, let me just get up there. Let me just. I don't wanna have to keep doing this. Lou, well, come on in. Some of Too far away from everything. No. No. I've been rewatching Floor's Lava because I needed something low effort, and yeah, people phoned off round things. Yeah. Hey, those are two big dings right there. You are hella late, Amber. How dare you? Oh, crap. For all newcomers, I would like to show off the Gnome Tea Party, which I got an achievement for doing. So they put a bunch of gnomes out here. Right now I'm just taking advantage of the soap because this thing's a pain in the ass. It's all around curves and I keep falling off of it when I try to clean them. If they're going to give me unlimited soap, by God, I'm going to use it. So there's the planter. big ding. Pally now has black tint for furniture, so my Gotham. Yes. Can I ride around on an Ormu yet in Palia? That has been my only goal since I used to play with my ex. Is that I want my own Ormu and I want to ride around on them. Yeah, right around with I haven't. Yeah, I'm okay with not yet. I just want it to happen eventually. I love the Ormus so much. I was super excited when I got the big plushy Ormu. It was one of the only things I never offered to trade with my girlfriend. With my giant plushy Ormu. On you. Get the everythings. Alright, not you. Ladders go towards what we want to wash. Also, I had a terrifying revelation earlier on in the stream. In the lore of the game, the mayor who initially owned Ulysses and gave her to me at the end of the first game is now back and trying to take my cat back. Hence the title of the stream and the YouTube video. And I realized that now the fact that you have them with you constantly on the missions and back at the home base means that there's a chance they might pull the rug out from under me and have the mayor steal the cats and just have them be gone from my home base. And if they're gone, I will burn the mayor to the ground if they are gone from my home base. Like, you cannot take my cats. Come on, give me this. I know you can. A thing I want, one thing I wanted. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. What are you highlighting? Oh, this part. Come on. Up the ladder. There's the big ding. There we go. I hate it when there's always like tiny speckles. Like I mean, it's too spread out. Like there's not just a big section I can find. I'd be like, haha, yeah, this is it. And we just quickly do this and get the ding. There we go on that. This, up to this, to this. Where are you still doing? That's not what I wanted to do, but fine. It is a tea house shaped like a teapot, yes. Ding, ding. Stupid handle. I just jump over the door. Come on. One of the chairs? Are you kidding me? Wall trim. This is the wall trim. I went over those chairs with a fine-tooth comb at the beginning of this. You still dirty. There's the wall trim. There's the planar wall. It's probably inside corners. Yep. Always make sure power wash your plants, folks. Oh, fuck you, chair. Inside the hand, of course. There we go. And away I go. Let's see if you can see the moment you see the gnomes appear. Why not? You have restored balance to the tea rooms. Stop by any time for a steamed bun and lemon. Oh, a steamed bun would be amazing right now. Let's go to home base. While we're doing that, let's fix the camera for the 5 millionth time. Thank you, Carla. We'll find out what new thing I have in the shop. We'll see what I got here. Did I get a little teapot? It did. There's a little teapot, short and stout. Anything new here? The gem stolen. What is he up to? Okay, I gotta remember to come back and read some of these articles. Furniture catalog. What do we got? Ooh, future shelving. Let's go to the table. You know what? Screw it. All problems solved by soap. Metal was always a pain in the butt to do, even in the original game. Until I got my trident. There we go. Okay, can I not place it? Fine. Why can I? There. Just spread where it goes. Alright, folks, that's going to be the end of stream. So, have a great one. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's always been a lot of fun. We'll see you soon. Camera froze again. And as always, thanks for stopping by, guys. Oh, come on. In the middle of it? Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for raking my cow lamp. Love you all. Have a good one.